I like the advice you gave the roommates on how being like, don't be so businessy in a way, kind of have some fun with it.
Right.
Like the balance of it. And I like the DJ Akademiks episode because you learned a lot from it. And also you had good questions with him.
Yeah.
And you talk about like the Drake stuff, obviously. But what was interesting, do you agree with his assessment when he said that you're the new Joe Rogan on YouTube? Because Rogan went to Spotify and now Flagrant 2 took over the lane?
Yeah, I personally, this may be some self-loathing shit, but I don't know. I think I just took that as, he's talking to Andrew. And Andrew, to me, yeah, sure. Of course. I didn't see it as
Well, he said you guys as a whole, so.
Yeah, maybe. And that's, I guess maybe my part that was like, nah, I don't want to. That's Andrew. And maybe that's why I did it. But that'd be fucking cool. It would really be cool. And I would love to talk to, like, a cross-section of people. And I don't want to be anybody's god. I'm a fucking human being who will make a million mistakes. But, like, that'd be a cool responsibility to have, I guess.
Back in the day, I feel like comedians like would make fun of people like Akademiks and Adam 22, and now like they embrace them and they embrace like the Nelk Boys because of an audience. Do you think that it's all about an audience now and following than anything?
I was talking to Kevin, my camera guy. Big Kev. What's up, Big Kev?
I come from the hip hop world at first. Like I interviewed Charlie way back in the day, but I'm
Yeah.
also comedy, so that's why I thought it was interesting between the two.
I think I was, and I don't know if this applies, but we were talking about like how to title a video, and the way I want to title my clips is it's essentially a clickbait title, but it's also honest.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be I destroy a black guy in the audience and then it's me telling a black guy like, hey, you're a really good looking guy. That's like, what are you fucking doing? But like, what's the most attention grabby way that's still honest and real that when you click on it, you're like, yeah, that's what happened. And Kevin was saying like, yeah, I used to think like I wanted a title to be like clever, and I'm like, so did I. And that works when you have a TV show and we all watch TV and there's a set number of channels and then they shove it in front of you and then you're like, oh, this is great, I want clever. But when you were trying to get the entire world to find you, they don't know what to look for.
Exactly.
Nothing is getting shoved in their face. So we're competing with the entire internet. Akaash, Singh, nobody knows. They don't know who I am. How do I get their attention without them knowing who I am? And the first viral stand-up clip I put out was Marriage is Just for Women. And that's what the bit is about, but it's the most attention-grabby way I can say that.
And that Heckler bit back in the day.
Akaash Singh Destroys Heckler was a very standard title, but that was something I put out, and then years later, it blew up legit 5 years later. The marriage one in a week got 300,000 views, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm competing with the entire world, and I have to find a way to get the entire world's attention against the entire, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think that's where we're looking at these guys like, oh, I used to hate on that, now I go what they're
Jake,
doing.
Logan Paul, people used to hate on them. Now every
Now that
comedian
we're starting
rocks
to do
their
it,
merch.
But now we start to do it, we see the fucking genius of what they're doing. We hated on it before because we didn't get it.
He hated
Now that we're
Full
in
Send,
it,
loves it now.
yeah, now that we do it, we're like, oh, I see why you had to do some of the attention grab. And I don't know about Jake and Logan or even Akademiks. I don't know. I'm sure I hated on people without knowing shit about them. I'm sure I've said things. I don't know.
You're getting an audience like that too. Sorry to cut you off, but it's hilarious because you'll see 14-year-olds in the comments calling you and Andrew old, but they're watching.
Yeah.
But they're not coming out for a comedy show. It's like a different audience, isn't that?
Yeah, and
what's
I
wild?
get in my, like, whatever about, like, Andrew Light, but it's like, that's my best friend in the business. We're going to sound
fuck
similar,
it.
and he got there first. So I also have to deal with the degree of that.
Yeah. Well,